The scenario I developed for this assignment was of an occupational therapist working in an outpatient facility at an actual hospital. I did just a day in the life. The day begins at about 7 a.m. This occupational therapist is going to go through paperwork from the other days, consult her supervisor if something is not going the right way with a certain patient. She's just going to talk to general people and get her day ready. Um, by 8 a.m., she's going to see her first patient. He has come in with an issue with his fingers, so our OT will explain to how to improve his dexterity to his wife because his wife came to the meeting with her. He's worried that his inhaler is going to interfere with the medication he's taking for, his problem with his fingers, but the OT ensures him that he'll be fine. She just tells him it's going to be normal. So that lasts about 30 minutes. The next patient comes in. This patient had an arthrotomy for the arthritis in her left hand. The OT has created a bandaging technique that will allow the patient's fingers to work independently. The OT is aware that this bandaging technique may cause pruritus, so she makes sure to tell the patient to have lotion readily available because this itching might last longer than the patient is used to. A few more patients come through, and then it's lunchtime at about noon-ish. Lunch is always scheduled to change in an occupational therapist's life because it depends on the patients, how they're doing. It depends on general scheduling. If a patient's not able to see the OT when the OT originally planned, they can reschedule, and then the OT's lunch can be cut short and stuff like that. So lunch goes normal for this day. The second half of the day begins around 1 p.m. when the OT begins to see patients again. A young 14-year-old boy comes in. He was in a car accident. He had to have rhinoplasty as the airbag hit him in the face when he crashed into the other car. So he tells the OT that he has contusions still in his arms, face, and neck from the wreck, and he is having issues with his ability to dress himself. So the OT gives him a program with a button hook, allowing him to dress himself because that's what he wants to work on. He also refers him to, this OT refers the patient to a psychotherapist to make sure he doesn't develop PTSD from the incident. The last patient of the day, which is about 3 p.m., comes in with an amputated finger. The patient expresses concern to the OT about how he wants to be able to shoot his gun for hunting season without too much strain put on the other fingers because one was amputated. He is feeling paresthesia at the base of his finger that was amputated, but this does not really concern the OT, but she's glad that he told him. The OT evaluates this patient and sets out for the plan for the next couple of weeks that will get the patient to his goal to be able to shoot his gun for hunting season. One thing an OT cannot do is diagnose someone or deal with anything regarding the lumbar region. She makes sure to tell all her patients this. The day ends at 4 p.m. after the OT has cleaned up her station and has looked over all of her paperwork from the day, and once a week a multidisciplinary team meets to go over anything seen in meetings that concerns any of the OTs or PTs or general people in the area.